The future of the American Jazz Museum is at risk this morning. We reported on mismanagement at the museum causing it to be in debt.
Yeah, this morning, council members will meet to discuss funding for the museum and its future. 41 Action News reporter Stephen Dial spoke to two different council members who have some opinions as to what should be done. Stephen's live in the 18th and Vine district. Stephen, what does the future look like for the museum?
Well, Taylor, it's really up in the air right now. Jazz has been in the DNA of the city of Kansas City, but for the past year, we've reported on mismanagement of money, debt, bounced checks to vendors, and the Jazz Museum being $1 million in debt. So this morning, council members will meet in the Finance Committee to decide the funding source for the museum. Now, historically, the city has given the museum $500,000 a year. This year's budget proposal calls for more than $700,000. Councilman Scott Wagner, who's the mayor pro tem, he says that something needs to be done with the leadership at the museum before even giving funding. He's suggesting cutting funds or holding those funds until a real plan is in place. Councilman Jermaine Reed, this is his district, he disagrees. He says that the museum organization needs to have more time, possibly a 2-month window to try to turn the ship around.
You just can't have a knee-jerk reaction, which I believe some of the proposals that are on the table actually gives. I want to be able to do this in a professional manner that allows for us to get the best bang for our buck and also protect the assets which we have at the American Jazz Museum.
What we are being asked to do is essentially take care of those obligations that were not put forward by the city but by the organization. And so if we're going to take on those obligations and essentially make good on those obligations, we want to make sure that the decision making at that organization is something that we can be confident in.
I'm told the organization leaders will give some type of proposal at the meeting today. That meeting's at 8:30 this morning. Reporting live, Stephen Dial, 41 Action News Today.